Hello, ladies and gentlemen, dude and dudettes. I'm Matt Burns.
I am... Who am I going to be today? I'll just be myself, James Irvine. Hello!
For a minute then, I thought you were going to do, tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be...
Yeah, but you're not Matthew.
Matthew is short for... Never mind. I thought you were doing a bit of stars in your eyes then.
I haven't got stars in my eyes. That'd hurt.
Just no. Anyway, you are listening to The Burning Truth. And just so you know, bit of a special one today because it's a Easter Sunday special.
It is Easter, and it's not like Christmas, but I feel like it's Christmas at the moment because I've got a food baby. Oh.
You're not going to turn into a food coma baby, are you?
I may have to halfway through the episode. You never know.
Please, if you do, please don't snore.
What are you trying to say? You trying to say I'll go sleep?
No, I'm just referencing something else from the past. But no, never mind.
Screw you, man.
But yeah. Anyway, it's not just that. It's also the pre-WrestleMania week.
It is pre-WrestleMania week, even though it's not Monday yet. But still, it feels like a Monday.
Yeah. It does. I'd agree with that. And it feels like we're going to have a absolutely massively busy week.
Yep. Massively huge, enormous.
But anyway, would you do the honours, please?
I believe you're referring to my watershed.
That I am. Would you kindly?
Would I kindly read the watershed? Yes, I would. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I bring to you my watershed. The following broadcast may contain language, opinions and topics that may not be suitable for younger listeners or for those that are easily offended. However, I do believe that in the eyes of Peter Rabbit, you'll have a better time. It would be a lot more easier on the eyes and ears. It's Easter. Easter Bunny. Peter Rabbit, get it?
I got it. So we better get a hop to it, shouldn't we?
What was that?
Whoa!
That was disgustingly brilliant.
What makes it even more funny is the fact that, let's just say this, ladies and gentlemen, if anybody turns around and sits there and thinks to us, oh, you planned that, you planned it. Believe me when I say this, we're off script. We're always off script. We're always #winging it.
Always #winging it. Always.
I'm
always bringing it when I'm winging it.
Oh, no.
Damn,
that was
another slogan. Jesus.
At this rate, we're just going to become a slogan company, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we'd make more money if I'm being honest.
That could be if you tried here. But anyway, we're going to get to our usual messages, which is, of course, the Burning Truth, as always, is still a massive support of Black Lives Matter.
And we are also advocates for #speaking out.
That we are. And, of course, we have some certain rules and regulations because we have always got some airtime, some airspace, and a microphone always available for when somebody wants to speak their minds on them subjects, just as long...
Just as long as it's not libelous.
Yeah, or slanderous. And
Exactly.
The fact that, I think, we don't want to be getting lawyers involved, having to, to not be sued.
Somebody likes my slogan.
What's that?
Somebody likes my slogan.
Which,
Bringing it when I'm winging it.
bringing it when I'm winging it.
Oh, that is so mine now. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I just thought I'd let you know that I have literally just decided that that is now copyrighted, so you can kiss my bottoms.
Or kiss your Irvine.
Or kiss my Irvines. Or Irvine.
Either way, it works. But anyway.
If you can see my face right now, you'd look like I literally look like I just farted and sniffed it for the first time.
Okay, so that's either mildly confused or a Cheshire Cat grin.
Oh, no, this one's definitely confusion. I can't tell if that one was just air or whether it was slightly dirty.
Ooh.
Shoulda, woulda, brown pants.
Yeah. Damn. But anyway, point being is, this is the burning truth, and of course we've got plenty to discuss, as of course we've always going to have to mention, or we're going to have to mention on the website the TBT weekly blog.
The log.
Why is it every time it's my week you always call it the log?
I don't know. Probably because it's poop.
It's not.
It's not poop.
It's not.
I just like referring to it as a log because I know you get your knickers in a twist.
Anyway.
It's not a log. It's not a log.
Well, technically, I'm going to hate admitting this now. It can be technically called a log on a blog.
Ha 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 ha. So
what,
does that mean that I'm right?
To a degree.
So does that mean that I'm right and I win?
No, you're not going down that road. No.
Oh, I went there, brother. I went there.
You're not going there. No,
Too late, already went there, and I reeled you in, and then I cast you back out like the little fish that you are.
Anyway, point being is...
That was what your humming sounded like, just. The jaws. Oh, that was funny. I'm not even apologising for that. That's just brilliant.
When we're out the pandemic, if one of us doesn't actually use this line, we're going to need a bigger broadcast.
Yep, gonna need a bigger broadcast.
That's just brilliant. That is just absolutely brilliant. But anyway, recommend you check it out, the blog for this week, especially with the message that's actually on it. Genuinely recommend you check it out, and that's what I'm going to say on it. I will say, however, this week we released on TBT interviews. We had none other than Chaos. And
now,
by
if
the
anybody
way,
didn't get my reference that it was slightly chaotic,
it was going to be absolutely chaos.
Absolute chaos.
What would be even more funny is the fact that you actually mentioned the person's name without actually revealing it.
Exactly. Ding, ding, ding. Genius.
Absolute genius.
Fucking genius. Like a brain fart. Oh, hello.
But anyway, the point being is, we have got another one on the way.
Yes, and he's got a big itch.
Where do I go from there?
He needs to scratch it.
That is just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. No, but this week's one was an interesting one. Definitely one to listen to. And all will be revealed via social media.
It shall be revealed via social media, because that does not sound creepy at all.
Of course, it'll be all revealed on social media. But yeah, of course, but keep an eye out on that. We've always got more. We've always got more content, always building up, and we're getting bigger, better, and possibly even better. Who knows?
I would definitely say bigger.
So we're growing.
We're growing. We're
growing.
growers, not showers. Hey, hey!
But
Sweet, sweet little boys.
really. Anyway,
Well, I'm just saying what we are.
anyway, moving on. Let's get to the meat of this broadcast,
Hot diggity.
and not that sort of meat. Anyway, let's get to wrestling, shall we? And all I'm just going to say is, where do we go first? Do we go down WWE first, or do we go down AEW?
I'm gonna go down AEW first. I nearly said something else then.
You want to go down to the AEW first?
Yeah, I nearly said I'm going down on the AEW.
That's fine. That's your choice. Anyway, let's continue.
The
AEW.
proverbial penis of AEW.
Anyway, on AEW, we have had a lot this week, if I'm not mistaken, because we had the debut of Christian Cage.
Ooh. Which, might I add, he looks in phenomenal shape for somebody his age.
Yes. And I'll be honest with you, I was a little bit worried with the slogan that he was carrying around on him.
Yeah, he's got a slogan of his own, hasn't he?
What was it? Outwork everyone?
Yep. And somebody had a bit of an issue with that, didn't they?
Who was that?
I can't remember his name. It has just eluded me. I'm having a brain fart moment. Oh, come on.
Was it his opponent?
Yeah, his opponent. Yeah.
None other than Kazarian?
Oh, thank you. Ah.
Yeah. Now, what was so weird with it is, and I thought it was brilliant, is the fact that they said, it's a feud that had, reigniting a feud, reigniting a battle, and everything. What was so interesting with this is the fact that these pair were going at it like there's no tomorrow. It was like they were going at it like, pretty much from pillar to post, coming at each other, from bell to bell. And it showed.
Stop it. It's too easy.
I was going to say hard and loose, but I thought,
No.
That's too much.
No, that would have been the end. That I would have turned off my iPad. I would have gone to bed and gone, you know what, Matt Burns, I'll see you next week.
I'm done. See you later. I'm out.
I'm done. You absolute pervert.
I'm not being a pervert. But anyway, the point being is, both of them were showcasing how good they are and how competitive they can be in the squared circle.
Oh, thank God you said that. If you'd have said in the ring, then I'd have lost my shit.
That's why I avoided it just for you.
Yay!
But yeah, the weird thing about it is, with having a slogan like "Outwork everyone," that's a bar you've got to basically. If you're setting the bar, you've got to hit it.
Yep.
Whoa! Everything okay?
Yeah, just ignore me. My TV has just decided to go into shop mode.
What? Because it's so shocked that how much of a bar that was raised by Christian Cage, and he managed to keep up with it.
No, it was actually quite confused of why you are such a pervert.
Anyway, let's continue. The match itself. Your thoughts?
It was all right. I wouldn't say it was a world, an instant classic. It was just a good match. It was solid, beginning to end. Christian Cage, you know what you're going to get with Kazarian and Christian Cage anyway. It was actually pretty good.
That it was, and great match, great start, great debut.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, we all know what Christian Cage can do anyway. But I'm not going to keep calling him Christian Cage because it's so annoying. It's just Christian to me.
It's Christian Cage. You've got to say Christian Cage. Otherwise, technically, WWE owns that Christian.
Christian!
The name Christian. I'll never forget that entrance because it was so absolutely awesome.
I know, I was just about to say it was one of his best entrances ever. Why did he not keep that?
Do you know what's so weird? The fact that at first people were like, they were mocking it, going, Christian! I lost you on your own. And then just kicked into that beat. That was absolutely epic.
Exactly. It's like Test.
Which one?
Test. This is a test.
Oh, good Lord. Ever since I mentioned that to you.
Yeah, I can't unhear it now. You have ruined my childhood, you absolute twat.
This is a test. Test.
What kind of test? Chlamydia? Gonorrhea? Which test? COVID?
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
but the music is still good. The music is still epic. But anyway, let's move on, shall we? Let's move on to the next segment that we want to discuss. Which is, how much of a heel is MJF?
Let's just put it this way. If he was an actual heel, he'd be a stiletto.
Genuinely, he is, for someone so young, he is such an absolute genius at how he works.
Yes. Especially a certain scene in a certain room where he's brought in his interior designer.
Oh, good Lord.
And he proceeds to open a specific door. And behind said specific door is the inner circle. To which he panics, slams the door shut, and tries to leg it.
I think what made that even more funny is it wasn't like a regular panic. Now, if that was anybody else, it'd be, oh
no! It was been like, gotta go. But it was like, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
It was literally...
Opens the door. Uh-oh. We're not going to make it out of here.
What was so genius about it is, for me, is the fact that you see him look at them, close the doors and say, I'm not going that way. But very calmly, like, yeah, guys, we got to go. We got to go.
All hell breaks loose.
To be confronted by Jack Hager.
Jake Hager.
That's it, Jake Hager. Boom. Straight into the punch and an absolute all-out brawl. Now, that I will say, we know that AEW has got a lot of factions. But here's the thing. WWE aren't doing them. Impact haven't been really doing factions much lately. Well, they are, but not on that level. But they're doing something different.
I thought you were just about to say they're pulling something different then.
That's why I stopped mid-sentence.
Yeah, please just stop. Stop. Try to think about what you are saying before you say it.
That's why I'm trying to be professional. Stop pointing that out.
What, that you're a pervert?
I'm not a pervert!
You are a pervert. You make bloody snoopers with a fucking pair of binoculars and a window looking through somebody else's bedroom window watching a guy all dressed look like a saint.
Are you describing yourself there?
No, I'm describing you. I'm Quagmire, mate. I can't. You can't say anything worse about me. It's just like, giggity.
Does this look like a cue to you?
Just like a cue to you. How about now?
Anyway, point being is, that entire segment was absolutely chaotic and done in a sense of brilliant.
We have a message.
We have a message.
Yes. Mr. Matt Burns is a super perv with his head in the gutter.
Really, all I'm just going to say is, if you're having to, if you're the one who's assuming that I am, then you must be in the gutter as well. Just thought I'd point that out.
Oh, I think somebody's going to be cruising for a bruising there, Mr. Burns.
Don't make me bring up a certain name where you'll get cut.
Who, Dolph Lundgren?
Oh, so you won't bring him up this time?
Yeah, I saw him. I saw him at the weekend. Saw Dolph Lundgren at the weekend.
And anything good?
No comment.
And there you go. There's your fatal flaw. You can't even name a movie he's in.
Fatal flaw, Red Scorpion.
I'll give you that. That
Expendables. Rocky.
I believe someone's got his Google up now because he's in panic mode.
No, actually, I can't type as fast as you. Thank you very much. I've got fat thumbs.
And I'm pretty sure that someone was probably saying, "Yeah, he does." But anyway.
Oh,
anyway.
You know what, Mr. Burns? For the once on the show, I'm letting you have that one. I'm letting you have that one. That was perfectly timed and very well said.
It had to be done.
I know where this is going.
But anyway, all I'll say is the finishing point of that entire segment, where Chris Jericho is brawling with MJF and he's picking him up to, he's just been, I believe he swirled him.
You mean a wet willy?
No, a swirly.
A swirly? What's a swirly?
Head in the bog.
Oh, right, okay. You mean taking the Browns to the Super Bowl?
Pretty much. But anyway, point being is, all I'm just going to say is, what was so good and interesting about it is, as he's picking up, just before he's about to do a certain, throw his head straight clean through the, I believe, the Pepsi fridge.
Damn you, Pepsi.
Right? The line that Chris Jericho says to MJF, "The worst is yet to come."
Daddy.
Where have we heard that line before?
Right before he decided to try and kill or murder Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. On WWE, which was him throwing Michaels through the Jerathon 3000?
Yeah, the Jerathon 3000. Wasn't that on the highlight reel that Jericho did?
Yes.
Yeah. I remember it now, because when you were talking about it earlier, I was like, I can't remember what you mean. And then I just remembered he did the highlight reel, didn't he?
Yeah. And what was so brilliant is the fact that when he uses that line, you know you're about to witness a good feud. You know you are. And it's absolutely brilliant. But the interesting thing about it is the stark contrast is when Jericho did it on Shawn Michaels, he was a heel. He became a heel. This time he's done it as a face.
Well, he's more so like a tweener, really, isn't he?
I'd say he's got to be a face right now.
I don't know. I still think he's a tweener. Yeah, okay, MJF is the heel, clearly.
It's MJF.
But Jericho is still what I would call very heelish.
Anti-hero.
Yeah, that's it. Anti-hero.
Anti-hero. Yeah, I'd agree with that. But I saw a clip from Inside the Ropes interview with Jericho, and Jericho highlighted a bit of an interesting fact to me from me listening to it. Did you know he's never been a main champion for a company without being heel?
That's true. I can see that being the truth.
Yeah, it is. And what makes it even more funny is the fact that he even points it out for AEW as well. He just goes, I hope to break that curse one day.
It would be nice.
It would be nice for him.
But, in all fairness, he makes a better heel.
Oh, he's good at being a heel.
But I did like him at the invasion angle in the WWE when he was actually face.
Yes.
So, but he still plays a better heel.
Oh, heel / anti-hero.
Yeah.
Especially with his long list of moves.
Oh, hello, cheeky.
you like the long list of moves, you know, the infamous armbar.
We have a cravat and an armbar. Funny enough, I actually can't get that one out of my head because I saw a picture of Dean Malenko the other day and all I thought to myself was, armbar. It's all I could think of. I was just like, the only thing that you could think of when it comes to Dean Malenko is, yes, he's a great wrestler, but all you could think about when it comes to promos is the one that Jericho cut on him.
Yeah, and it's followed up with the word arm bar.
Yeah, and it's always the word arm bar. Man, he was so underutilized in WWE, he was.
Oh, WCW at the time, actually. And he
no, I'm not on about that. I'm on about
Malenko.
When he came over. Yeah, when he came over.
Oh, understandably, 100%. However, I believe as a backstage agent, he's actually been doing some absolute wonders.
Oh, yeah, well, hats off to him. Because he's not very well, is he?
Definitely. Absolute hats off to him. Genuinely, it's absolutely fantastic. He's great person, great mind. But I feel as though he could have done a little bit more. Other than almost kill Scotty 2 Hotty.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I was contemplating flying over to America and trying that myself. I'm only kidding. I'm kidding.
He's joking. He
or
is, of
am
course,
I?
joking. And believe me when I say this, in case you want to know what move it was, that DDT off the top rope. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a DDT quite like that, ever.
Yes, because I'm surprised, I'm actually pretty sure that they're not supposed to hurt like that either.
They're not meant to land like that. And the weird thing about it is, as soon as it hit, if he kicked out, that would have been, nope, see you later, nope, I'm out, see you later.
Yep.
I believe we just had a message asking if someone's playing with a rapper. That would be, Sir Irvine enjoying his Easter.
No, I'm not.
That's a lie.
No, I'm not.
Why are you lying?
I'm not lying. I'm not playing with a rapper. Fuck's sake.
I'm saying you're enjoying your Easter.
Of
course he is.
Don't know what you're talking about.
But anyway.
But
anyway, we'll get to Chris Jericho.
Sorry, go on.
We'll get to Chris Jericho again soon.
Oh, actually, yeah. I was just thinking that. Have we got something else to cover with AEW?
Yes, we do.
Go on.
And this is a bit of a congratulations to AEW.
Ooh.
Over something that they've corrected recently.
I wouldn't say they've corrected it fully. I would say that they have actually started to make amends.
Correct.
And it all started with Britt Baker, if you ask me.
And Thunder Rosa. Yeah. The lights out match. Now, in case anybody wants to know what we're referring to, is the fact that the women's wrestling is getting highlighted more in AEW.
And I know a particular person, another fan, actually asked us to cover more women's wrestling last year, I believe it was.
Yeah, I can even say who it was.
Yeah, it was Teak.
It was Teak,
and she actually wanted us to cover our thoughts on women's wrestling, not just on a single brand, but across the board.
Yeah.
And AEW always came up short. Very, very short.
Which is shocking for the talent that's there.
Exactly. Especially now. Because there are some decent talents on there. But yeah, we got we got bummed out by the women's wrestling on AEW. I won't lie. I could barely watch it. I had to fast forward it if I wasn't watching it live on the air. But just it bummed me out. It really did, because I knew that they could do better.
No, it's not that they could do better. It was just the fact that they weren't being given the airtime.
Yeah, I'm not saying like the women wrestlers weren't good. I'm just saying that AEW weren't very good at covering them.
No, and and yes, of course, we know there's the AEW heels and everything, but not being funny or anything, how is it fair putting their wrestling behind a paywall?
Yeah.
It's not. Where all the other talents are getting theirs out on their, regular scheduled programming. Now, I can understand them wanting to try and, they are saying, yes, we are saying that we don't want anybody else, we're not going to be paying another channel. We want to advertise you ourselves. That's fine and dandy. But it also comes with the fact that they might not get as much publicity, as much watch time or anything. Which is a shame.
It is, especially considering all the talent that is actually on that female roster. It's just they were just underutilised, and it was quite a shame. But yeah, no, actually, we are now looking at it because of the match that Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker had.
Yeah,
the lights out. Like, what an absolute fucking amazing match! What a way to start lifting up the talent, should I say. Giving them more airtime.
Yeah.
Because I have noticed that there's been a bit more airtime just lately for the women's wrestling, not just on the YouTube AEW shows, but also on the main show as well.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, yeah, most of them have been highlighted through male wrestlers, but still, it's good because it's a start.
It is. It is. It's building up. It's getting more and more. We're getting it more, and
more, Daddy.
I can't wait to see what else they've got for that division. Because it is going to continue to get bigger, better, and better.
Exactly. So, shall we move on to the next topic, which is still AEW related, but which moves us into...
Actually, before we go there, I want to give out a bit of a quick message to John Silver.
Go on.
Now, John Silver had his match against, I believe, Darby Allin about a week ago.
Yeah.
Now, during that match, it wasn't quite well known, and we didn't actually cover this we might have been able to possibly have covered this last week, potentially. But it's something that I'm going to be mentioning now. I have got to give props to John Silver for the match he had against Darby Allin. The fact that partly way through the match, he ended up with an injury.
Yeah. It's never easy to finish a match with an injury. It's never even good to try and entertain finishing a match with an injury. But anyone that does, hats off to you.
And he didn't just finish it. He did it at the same level of the entire match.
Yeah.
Keeping it going. And it's like, damn.
it's hard work. Which actually now brings me to another point of Matt Sydal.
Oh.
I actually watched that match with Kenny Omega, and what the fuck? It was brilliant.
Yeah.
It was really, really good.
And that was
But then again,
not this week. Not this week.
Yeah, it was last week.
The week before, yeah. Absolutely brilliant. And
it was really, really good.
I want to give props to, I believe, I'm trying to remember all the people who were in the 6-man tag match from this week.
Yeah.
Kenny Omega and Good Brothers match. Do you know which one I'm on about?
You mean the Hair Bear Bunch and the Eggheads?
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I believe we had... Is it Lindsay Dorado?
Yeah.
And Ray Phoenix?
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to remember, for some unknown reason, I should be remembering this other person's name, but for the life of me, my brain's just gone absolutely star-bonking madness.
Don't worry, mate. I can hear you typing on Google. You'll know soon enough.
I'm actually not on Google.
What are you playing with, then? Your little stick?
Little stick?
All I can hear is... It sounds like you're playing with an analog. Are you playing on your Xbox?
No.
You better not be Matt Burns. You told me off for doing that not long ago.
I wouldn't do that.
Yes, you fucking would.
I would not do that.
I would not do that. Yes, you would. You like playing with little. You like playing with little sticks.
Excuse me. Really? We're going to go down this road?
Yes. Yes, very much so. Very, very much so. Anyway, come on.
I just remember the name.
I just had a tear roll down my eye.
He's one half of the Lucha Brothers. It's Penta Al Zero M. I can remember the L0 part M. I just couldn't remember the bloody Penta.
Why didn't you just say Pentagon Junior? That's what I call him.
I couldn't remember the word Penta. Or Pentagon, do you know what I mean?
But you can remember the name
the L0M. I just couldn't remember the bloody Penta part.
Yeah.
But anyway, I've got to give props to that 6-man, especially to Ray Phoenix, for the spot that involved him tightrope walking across the... Well, not walking, running to take a penalty kick on, I believe, Kenny Omega's face.
Well, let's just put it this way. Anything that he does to Kenny Omega's face is only going to be an improvement. What? It's just from one heel to another.
Oh, I absolutely love it. It's hilarious. But to be honest with you, to have the balance to be able to do that, and at the speed that they did it, I'm just there thinking to myself, as soon as somebody is like, he's going to kick him in the face, he's going to kick him in the face, crack! I didn't know whether to be sitting there thinking that was impressive or did that hit?
Yeah, I just about to say, you have to be careful sometimes. I wonder if they get fined for gimmicking as well.
No.
No, they don't. I'm just taking the piss.
No, however, I believe Don Callis even had a T-shirt for it, which I believe the Young Bucks pretty much was ripped, pretty much get it off the camera, say, get it out of here, that doesn't belong here.
Yeah, I'm not being funny, but I'm not happy with the Young Bucks.
Yeah, I know.
Not happy with them at all. In fact, actually, as much as I like to give Ray Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. Props, I cannot. Every time they face each other, it is an embarrassment. Don't get me wrong, it looks cool. if you're a kid, you look back, you sit back and you think, wow, that's amazing. How did he do that? Oh, wow, that must have really hurt.
Yeah.
Then I see what they do. Oh, fuck's sake. It's a super kick that they're doing. It's a super kick. Shawn Michaels must be rolling around the floor, having a massive fit, going, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
Because it is a finishing move. If you get kicked in the face, it's a finishing move. But no, the Young Bucks and the Lucha Brothers seem to think that it's just...
I agree with you, but then again, I'm pretty sure that Jake the Snake Roberts could say the same over a DDT.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, though. DDT can't just be used as a... The DDT, he got asked once, what does DDT mean? And he just went, the end.
The end.
Because it was. And I was watching the highlights. Well, it wasn't the highlights. It was to the 1997 Royal Rumble.
Oh.
Stone Cold Steve Austin had just not long won the King of the Ring.
Yep.
And they were in the Rumble match, and Jake the Snake came back. And everyone said, oh, that was the end of Jake the Snake at King of the Ring. It wasn't. He had many great matches after that.
Yeah.
He came in the Royal Rumble, and even the commentator said, you can hear these fans. I think it was Vince McMahon that said it.
Yeah.
You can hear the crowd chanting, DDT, DDT.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, come on. Can you imagine if he did it now, though? His hips would fucking blow out.
Well, but I actually got I'm one of the rare few to be able to see Jake the Snake Roberts wrestle in the UK for All Star Wrestling. And just from him appearing, every person in that place was chanting DDT, 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 and getting louder. The man's an absolute genius at the psychology.
Yeah, exactly. Just like Hulk Hogan, he can read a crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Why Jake the Snake wasn't more over? Yeah, it's just
There's
because...
many different reasons why, that could be a topic for another time.
Yeah, let's do that then. Anyway, let's get back on track, because I'm fucking...
We're going off sidetrack. What are your thoughts on AEW having the announcement of the House Always Wins event?
I think it'll be all right.
The only problem I have with it is, I believe that the House Always Wins event is a non-televised show.
Right.
So it's only for fans in attendance.
Yeah, no, that's not good, because you're pretty much pissing in the face of... I mean, don't get me wrong, the WWE do it all the time with their in-house shows.
Yeah.
You know, some people think that the wrestlers are only wrestling on Raw, SmackDown, and at PPVs. They're not. They wrestle for the WWE. When the pandemic will be over, they'll be back on the road again. This is why, if you noticed, oh, where's my favourite superstar this week? Oh, they're injured. Oh, why are they injured? They looked fine last week. They didn't go off it. It's because they wrestle in between that as well.
And they are constantly on the road, and enough every day, going to different towns, different shows, and constantly always, doing the footwork, the groundwork, and believe me, being able to wrestle that much, I can imagine a lot of people saying it's an amazing thing to be able to do, but at the same time, that's got to take a toll on your body.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's going to take a toll. It's going to take a toll. Don't matter, even if you just like a mat wrestler where you're just not airborne, you just keep it on the ground.
It can still happen there.
It can still happen. It's easy to pull a muscle just by rolling through into an armbar.
I see what you did there. But yeah, the weird thing about it is, it's a good idea what I think they're doing for the fans and everything, putting that unique thing. But to make it as a special announcement, especially with the fact that I just thought it's a nice announcement to put out on YouTube, but at the same time, I feel like as though you're limiting your fans.
Yeah, I was just about to say, and not just that, though. You've got fans all over the world, and you're practically pissing in the face. Because, I mean, even at these WWE in-house shows, they're still recorded.
Mm-hmm.
They're still recorded, so surely you'd look at it and go, well, actually, yeah, we could possibly do this as an AEW dark show or something like that.
Or, for the international lot, why don't they either just make it into like be able to provide it as a special?
Yeah, like on your betting websites, you can watch specific football matches or
make it sort of like a pay-per-view, like a mini one.
Yeah, mini pay-per-view. So instead of your usual 3 hours, it's just 2 hours.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're just surmising it. We're just spitting out bollocks again as per usual.
Yeah.
But it makes sense to us.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Where's my cannon monster?
I don't know. All I can find is fucking cowboy shit.
Right. Point being is, the one thing I'm actually worried about. The one thing I'm a bit worried about with the whole pandemic situation is we haven't got house shows yet. I'm actually not looking forward to when the house shows come back. And I know you're all thinking, but wouldn't that mean more revenue for the wrestlers? Yes. But bear this in mind, their bodies are not going to be used to it now, are they?
No, exactly. They're just going to be used to wrestling once or twice a week.
Unless they or they could very well be training every day, potentially, which could actually negate it. But at the same time, training and doing it on shows are two different things.
Yeah, exactly.
Two different things.
That's neither here nor there anyway. It just doesn't feel right to me to be doing that because the people who supported you most are the ones that are sitting at home. So surely you should be giving them the chance. That's all I'm going to say on it. So
yeah. But anyway,
we need to move on now. Anyway,
I was just about to say with you, we are going to have to move on, and we're going to be jumping over to another company.
Well, yeah, but also, it is AEW, isn't it? So,
yeah, related.
Yeah.
Now, and I know you're thinking, hang on, AEW WWE. What are we hinting at there?
Well, bearing in mind this came roughly about April Fool's Day.
Yes.
So everybody thought it was a joke.
Yes. Everyone thought it was a joke. And I will say, props for if it is a joke, props for it. I'm fine with that. If they got us, they got us. No worries.
But they didn't. It turned out to be real.
It turned out to be legit. And in case if anybody wants to know what we are referring to, remember when we said we had that other topic of Chris Jericho?
Yeah, we got another topic for Chris Jericho because obviously he just cannot stay out of the limelight.
He can't.
Which
And
I'm glad for, to be honest.
Yeah, and he seems to have it, doesn't he?
He does have it.
That he does. And anybody who wants to disagree, your name's going on the list.
Yep.
In case you're wondering why we are referencing Chris Jericho's WWE quotes, I wonder why.
Well, let's just put it this way. He is breaking the walls down between WWE and AEW.
That he is. And now, instead of us beating around the bush, we're just going to outright say it. Chris Jericho is going to be interviewed by Stone Cold Steve Austin. And everyone's just now thinking to themselves, oh, it's going to be on his podcast.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's
going to be Broken Skull Sessions.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, isn't that on the WWE Network?
Yes.
Now, why is this important?
Because Jericho obviously fell out of favour with Vince McMahon. went off to wrestle at New Japan, was it?
New Japan first, yeah.
Yeah, New Japan. He did really well over there as well. They love him over there anyway.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, AEW, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
They said, well, we've got a new project coming. We've got a new project going on. Tony Khan, he's a businessman. He loves wrestling, blah, blah, blah. This could be the future. So he's gone over there. And lo and behold, a few years later, it is. It is the alternative. It's the better alternative.
Yeah, and the scary thing about it is, I'll never forget watching that clip, the advertisement of the countdown, the old Jericho countdown with the Austin logo in the background and the countdown to 0. Then zoom out in the studio of Austin and Jericho face to face, and then just turn to the camera.
Exactly. So that's how you knew that it was legit. Now, if anybody's wondering why Vince McMahon doesn't do business with other companies, he just doesn't. He won't even negotiate with other companies for talent. He will wait for them to become out of contract.
Yep.
And then sign them.
Yes.
So, for Vince McMahon to allow this to happen, for a lot of people, it seems to... For me, personally, I just don't see what the big deal is. But for a lot of people, they're like, oh, God, wow, this is massive, this is huge. I'm shocked.
Here's the thing. I think Vince McMahon, during this moment, has got his old WCW head on from when DX invaded WCW.
Yeah,
if you remember.
I know that. Yeah, I know, but
bear this in mind, Triple H said to Vince, what happens if WCW come knocking on our door? And what did Vince say? Let them in.
Yep.
And everyone said, why would you let them on your TV? Well, you've got one show that's got all the stars and one that hasn't got them all on. Which one are you going to be watching?
Yeah, exactly.
And the fact is, it could be Vince just having a spark moment and just sitting there thinking, no, let's do it, because this is going to be a great way for numbers to, absolutely accumulate. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. But a lot of people are talking about, is there going to be any restriction talk? I don't think there is, because regardless of it, Austin will do what Austin does best.
And that's whatever the fuck he wants.
Which is shoot from the hip. And I feel as though it's going to be very, very interesting in regards to it. Now, at the same time, it's just going to be something it's just going to work. I think it's going to be absolutely brilliant. It's going to be definitely one to watch. And bear this in mind that when I first saw this picture, when I saw it online first, it wasn't a clip. I just saw the picture. I just went, oh, look, that's a really good Photoshop. And then saw the clip.
Yep.
Like, okay, I've just been made out into a liar. Have I been April Fooled? If I have...
Well, technically, you had been April Fooled, really, though, hadn't you? Because you thought it was a joke when it turned out not to be.
It's an anti-April Fool's.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like... Yeah.
Basically, it's still I believe if Dave Chappelle was listening in on it, he'd probably sit there going, "Gotcha, bitch."
Yeah, gotcha, bitch.
Pretty much, but yeah, it's going to be absolutely brilliant. It's going to be one to highlight on the show, and I think it's going to be absolutely brilliant and definitely on my one to watch list.
And when's that available?
At the moment, there's not been an actual date revealed yet. I don't think that I know of yet.
It's probably because Peanut are going through it. Peanut are going through it to make sure that there's nothing offensive in there.
You mean Peacock?
Well, according to you, it's Peanut or Peacock. Peacock.
1 week, I did it. 1 week.
You You got it wrong, you cocked up, you fucked up, and now you're embarrassed because I call you out on it.
No, it's something I find hilarious myself, and if we ever do a blooper reel or anything like that, I'm gonna have to find a way of getting that involved in it.
Oh, there's going to be plenty of hours of blooper reels in there somewhere. It's just, who do we get to listen to it to tell us where the bloopers are?
I may have to pay someone for that.
Yeah, I just about to say, may have to pay somebody for that because that is a bit of an issue.
Yeah, but genuinely, we'll definitely make sure to have someone paid for it, and it'll be plenty of fun.
Oh, yeah. So, shall we move on to the actual WWE itself now? Because we need to bash through it, don't we, really?
That we do. And let's get on to straight onto it, because I know this is going to sound like we're going to be bashing WWE. It's
Which
not.
We do quite a lot just lately because they keep fucking up and doing things wrong.
There's just one thing I just don't. I just looked at this recently, and I paused and I just went, "Well, why is this happening? Why has that happened? And what the hell?" Now, SmackDown this week, I've got no issues with. Promo-wise, definitely, especially Edge. Good to see the old Edge back.
Yep.
That's fine. Nothing said on there. My issue comes with Raw. What the fuck?
Your issue comes with Raw.
Yeah, it comes with Raw. What the fuck have WWE just done?
Now, are we alluding to the fact that what we were talking about factions, and the fact now that we've had the breakup of two factions, one that we weren't very fond of in the first place because Ivan and Tinkle belonged to it, and the other one is one of my most favourite black male represented factions since the Nation of Domination.
Yeah.
And that is a long time, by the way. That is a long time. That's over 20. That's over. When was the last time Nation of Domination were on TV? It's like 1999 or 98.
I'm just trying to think when they were about.
Because they were still about, weren't they, when The Rock was champion?
Oh, they started in 1996, was it?
Yeah, 96, and I'm sure they lasted up till about 98, 99. If they lasted any longer than that, that's great.
98.
98. Yeah,
So
1998. So 1998, yeah, because you had like the APA, didn't you?
No, it wasn't APA. Oh, no, you mean the Acolytes. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Acolytes. The APA was like 2001, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's one of my favourite factions that I've seen, all because of MVP, who I was never really a fan of when he first came on the scene anyway, because I thought his gimmick was boring.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, I just fell in love with them. They're just great. Got Shelton Benjamin, who's the veteran of them all, realistically.
MVP was considered the veteran, was meant to look like the veteran, but I would say
he was more so of a manager, though, really, wasn't he?
Out of the three of them, you got your high flyer, your workhorse, and your powerhouse.
Yeah, and you've got your all-rounder, which is MVP, hence why he's called MVP.
Yes.
Most vertical primate. Versatile, not vertical.
Most valuable player.
Nah, I like to call him versatile.
Yeah, yours works better.
So yeah, anyway, you they clicked. They really did click. And you had the young, ignorant one that was like trying to nearly cocking up everything for the tag team.
Yeah, which
getting too big for his boots.
Cedric Alexander, which was working really well.
And then you got Shelton Benjamin. Then you got another veteran, realistically, in Bobby Lashley.
Yep.
Which is just like, it was pure gold. One minute, what really ticked me off there, you couldn't work out at one stage whether they were heels or faces.
And that's where it comes down to.
Yeah, because now, are they heels again? I don't know. But now,
it doesn't matter.
They've had to lighten the load.
And it makes it worse. The reason behind the lighten the load. The reason? Vince McMahon, or as you would put it, Skeletor.
He-Man.
Someone get Dolph Lundgren to be He-Man, please. Again. But anyway, all I'm just going to say is, it absolutely annoyed me and enraged me the fact that they just broke them up. Now, there's two arguments here. Right? One argument is Vince McMahon's done it because that group was getting over.
Yeah, but we also know that Vince McMahon also really struggles to favour black talent. Now, as much as people might disagree with me there, look at the track history. Tell me, other than The Rock, how many other well-known superstars, black male superstars, have been World Heavyweight Champion or WWE Champion?
Mark Henry.
Right, that's one.
Mm-hmm.
Booker T, there's two.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley and The Rock, that's four. Stumped now, aren't you?
I'm not stumped. I'm just wondering on one person. I'm just having to literally, and this is gonna be the one time where I'm gonna openly admit where I'm gonna have to actually check this out.
You're so lucky that your favourite quizmaster isn't listening now, because she would literally laugh her head off at you right now.
No, I was just having to. No, he's definitely not. No, definitely not.
Who are you thinking?
No, I'm not mentioning it. No.
Why?
No. I'm just thinking. No, he wasn't. No, he didn't get up there. He wasn't up there.
But it's just a name. Drop the name.
No. It's all right. No,
all
I'm just saying.
No, Cat. No.
I wondered if he was. For a minute, I did wonder if Ron Simmons was a main event champion in WWE, but he wasn't. He was WCW.
I was just about to say, I could have told you that.
Do you know when you just have one of those moments where your brain just goes blank?
Yeah, many a times, like when we go live on air and I just talk bollocks for 2 hours.
Anyway, let's get back to it. The fact is, for me, it just feels as though it wasn't happening. And I feel a little bit unfortunate because how they did it. It was just suddenly. It was literally, right, Hurt Business has just lost the tag team titles. Okay, you've lost them. Then you had a handicap match against Drew. You lost that too, and now you're out.
Yeah, it's like, how many times did Cedric Alexander cock up, and how many chances was he given when he first came round? And now all of a sudden, because they've lost the tag team titles and that, it's just bad. Now, who did they lose the tag titles to? Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
By any chance, is it them unicorn-wearing motherfuckers?
MK wearing now.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
How many times had the New Day got to be... You'd think to yourself, they give a new tag team the opportunity.
Yep.
Why? Why? The New Day don't need them. And this is why the New Day becoming very stale. Although very talented and really, really good, they're becoming very stale.
Yep.
They are like becoming the new... Oh, I don't know. They're becoming the new John Cena of the tag team championships.
I agree with that.
Or the new Randy Orton of tag team championships. It's funny, as a tag team, they were a three-man.
Yeah.
You know, Big E is now a single superstar, and he's not even been given a shot at a fucking top title yet.
No, because he's the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, though. It's taken this long. They've broken them up, decided to break them up, to give Big E
a chance.
It's just why?
And to make it even worse, do you know how many times they've been tag team champs?
Oh God, I don't know. Probably 1, 2, 3. I haven't got enough fingers or toes to count them.
You actually don't. Oh no, if you include your toes, you do. But not on your hands.
Something like 14 times, is it?
11.
15. Oh fucking hellfire! So what record are they going for? They hold the record, don't they?
Not sure. I don't think so.
I hope he's off on Google again.
No. This is I'm not on that. Most decorated tag team around the world would be, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Dudley's.
So that's what they're going for.
If they're trying to do WWE alone, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. Because Dudley's have held numerous tag teams, and bear this in mind, I believe they actually had the most tag team titles at one given time. At one point. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well, I was just about to say, so one of them technically they didn't. Oh, fuck. Again, annoying. Just, yeah.
Weird. Oh, actually, I just thought of another... I just thought of another, another certain champion. Kofi.
Ah, yes, Kofi Kingston. That's 5. To how many white wrestlers?
And let's move on.
You get where I'm coming from, though, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
It's just
I get you.
It's taken far too long to get to this stage.
It has.
And the fact that Kofi Mania happened by default.
No, by a lock.
So default.
Yeah, and to make it even weirder, whose position did he fill in for?
Daniel Bryan wanted.
No. Mustafa Ali.
Ah, Mustafa Ali, yeah.
Because he was injured.
Ah, yeah, because they were doing the whole Saudi Arabia angle, weren't they?
I think.
I think they were going to go for like a Saudi Arabia show with him as champion.
Well, I don't think they were going to have him as WWE champion, I don't think. I don't know, but anyway. Point being is it was just... We've got through it, and at this moment in time, I just feel as though it is just lackluster on how they've done damage to the Hurt Business. Now, I understand that Vince has done it because they were getting over, they were becoming popular, and Drew might get booed beating a popular faction. Fine.
I can't see Drew McIntyre getting booed, though. He's too over. He's more over than the Hurt Business. Let's face facts. And the fact that the last time these two had a match. Was it Impact?
Of course it was.
Impact. So, and it was fucking stellar match. Because it was when Bobby Lashley was doing really, really well, and Drew McIntyre was partway through reinventing himself.
Wait, who was managing him?
Yeah, exactly. MVP.
History repeating itself. But anyway, the point being is, now, what hurts even more is that when
it's the Hurt Business.
Yeah,
boy.
Let me just get this off my chest, because there's quite a lot to unfold here.
Well, hopefully not too much, because we need to plough through it.
No, that's why I'm trying to get straight into it now. Anyway, the point being is the fact that they broke him up because they thought that Drew McIntyre would actually be probably booed. Fair enough, that's fine. But then why didn't they just save it until after WrestleMania? Because then he could, because Bobby Lashley lost the title, he could put the blame on them and then probably drop them out the group for a major reason, because he just lost the main championship. What a great way to do it if that was the case. The issue I have with it is the fact that when they did it, they got MVP put out a statement to say, no, we haven't broken up the Hurt Business, we've just downsized. Fine, which means he could be potentially bringing in new people. And there's an actual idea that's going round, which if they do put these people in, I'm all up for it.
Yeah, well, okay. Philip J. Fry.
Translation. Where's Keith Lee?
Yeah, well, like I say, I just want to see something decent now, because there's just too many times that they've let us down.
Makes it worse. What really makes it even worse, Lashley dropped 2 members of the Hurt Business to have somebody arrive on Raw to attack Drew. And don't it hurt even more who it is? Baron Corbin from SmackDown.
Yeah, we're going back to the whole SmackDown crossing over into Raw territory, even though they are not even part of the same brand.
Meant to be doing it anymore. Supposedly meant to be doing it on rare occasions. So
what's Baron Corbin got to do with this?
He's attacking Drew McIntyre so he can have a chance to fight.
A chance of what?
To fight Lashley at WrestleMania instead.
He's fucking SmackDown brand.
Yes, we know.
Oh my God, I think somebody's rather confused about what show they're on.
And there you go. And now you see why my brain is just broken. I think the reason why they've done it is simply because the quite fact of Baron Corbin has always been an outright heel. And did we like to relying on him, but he is now being relied across 2 damn shows.
Yep.
And his schedule to face Drew McIntyre on Raw this week. Unfortunately, so if you can just bear with me, I want to hear your thoughts on it, if you can, please.
My thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. It's just one of them things. I just find that the whole separation of the brands is ridiculous. You know, if we're going to be doing shit like this, then why not just put them back together again?
My point exactly.
Why not just have it like it was back in the Attitude Era, where it was Raw and SmackDown? They both came on the respective brands, and you could still have 2 championships on both shows.
That's what you can do, but
you could have, like, for the main championships, it's quite simple, really. For the main championships, like the Universal Men's and Women's, your top 2 championships for both them, you could have on Raw. Because let's face it, Raw is the flagship show. It always has been and always will be.
even though it's losing more ratings.
Yeah, but it's still the flagship show. It doesn't matter what you say, it's still the flagship show. Yeah, okay, SmackDown's doing really well, but, well, as well as can be. But still, you can't keep this separation going on. So why not just have SmackDown used for the main championships to be showcased on Raw and fought for on Raw, and then just the main championships use SmackDown as a leeway to promo Raw. Do you know what I mean? So we can actually have some wrestling. So we can actually have some wrestling on fucking Raw, rather than 3 hours of shenanigans and tomfoolery.
Well, they won't. But the problem is, for me personally, they're doing between the three of it, between all the shows, they're trying to make Raw the dramatic one and SmackDown more the wrestling based one, which I'm fine with. I have no issues with. I just feel as though when they're mixing the talent up like they are with Baron Corbin, it's just really they couldn't pick anybody out of that entire locker room on Raw that they had to bring someone from SmackDown in.
Yeah.
That's my issue. That's my issue with it.
Yeah,
and
that is a big issue, though, to be fair.
And to counteract it, I understand that they were probably panicking that, a popular group getting beat up by Drew is not going to help get Drew over. Okay, that's fine. But it stacks the deck against him when there's more of them. But then having him banned at ringside over the handicap match was like, okay, fair enough, he's not involved. But they could still get him involved if the referee got dropped or something, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I see sort of a silver lining to it, that you really need to push Lashley now as a single superstar. But what's really helped Lashley over the last 6 to 12 months?
The group.
The Hurt Business and MVP.
Which has been one of the best stables throughout the pandemic.
Yeah, exactly. And, well, it hasn't... if you look at Lashley, you can't really say that the guy isn't a good talent. He used to be shit at promos, but wrestling-wise, really good. Yeah. Very intense. But now it's like his promos are really good. His wrestling's really good. I just feel like we dragged the feet trying to make him champion.
Yeah. And how did they make him champion? Quite suddenly, beating up The Miz.
Yeah, exactly. Another default.
All because they needed him get rid of Money in the Bank, and he made a promise.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And plus, he had to fight. He needs to fight Bad Bunny, 1-on-1, mind you.
Yeah, that's just terrible.
Anyway, before we continue on, I'm just going to say upon this 2 things. One, on the whole women's division, WWE, you're going to be falling down into the AEW category, because 36 seconds for a match.
Wow, that's quick.
Not good. To then have every women part of the women's tag team match to be involved on SmackDown, suddenly come out of nowhere and just go boom, 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 finish. Doesn't mean anything. And
as we say, go home.
Yeah, and on top of that, you don't want Drew getting booed. Okay, so you got rid of the Hurt Business. Fine. Then why is that you got Drew duking it out, challenging everybody in the back, demanding someone step up to him, being mean and everything, and then having a match against Ricochet. Who's the face?
Teasing Drew as a heel?
Nope, and pummeling him. And then immediately after pummeling him, having Mustafa Ali come down and attack him. You won't fight me, let's fight me, and then he beats him. Two guys who the fans have been trying to get over, but WWE won't let them break that glass ceiling because they do flippy deeds and stuff.
Yeah, but still, at the end of the day, it's probably just Vince flexing his muscle, saying, "I do that. I control this shit."
Which is a bad thing to be doing when there's so much.
Yeah, but he's been doing it for years, though. You know this by now.
It's just a lot of. It's a bad flex to be doing. It's a very, very bad flex to be doing. But let's move on, shall we?
Yes, please do. Wrestling is just bumming me out now because it's WWE yet again. Let's bum me out.
I'm just going to say, let's move on to NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Quickly.
You don't do quickly.
I'll do it quickly. We've got NXT, I believe, the Stand and Deliver pay-per-view, which is TakeOver, which is going to be absolutely amazing and something I'm going to be definitely wanting to check out. We will be most likely be doing the predictions, which we hopefully be getting out as soon as possible. Tomorrow, if we can, on the website, if we're not mistaken.
Yeah, like we say, it's going to be a busy week this week.
Right, it is. And on top of that, we've actually got it now officially known as that NXT is going to be moving from Wednesday to Tuesday.
Oh, God.
Which is going to be a positive point I'm going to be making. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, but it doesn't impact wrestling on Tuesday. But no, did different viewerships. Their viewerships don't exactly go down, and Impact Wrestling have been doing quite well. But I feel as though this is going to benefit AEW and WWE because their numbers are going to go up for NXT and AEW.
Yeah. Well, we'll see about that anyway.
But more on that on another week. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, we could cover that another week.
And we've got... What I'm just going to do is so we can wrap up the wrestling as all done and dusted. Let's mention the epic wrestling moment, shall we?
Hell yeah, I'm on fire!
Now, the reason why I say this is simply because this week's epic WrestleMania moment happened at WrestleMania. And it's one that was kept very, very quiet on the television network. We had to find this out on news outside and from other people, which is involving WrestleMania 33. Any idea what it was?
Well, I'm assuming that not only Kane likes fire.
Yes, he doesn't. He's not the only one who likes fire because I believe that we have certain individuals who has plenty of pyros that involve fire.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say this one though is that maybe he's after a bit of revenge on his brother.
It could be, or it could just be the fact of what happened in the main event. Now, there are some of you that don't know, the main event was Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that bummed me out.
We're not covering the match. We've already covered that.
Woohoo, thank you.
What we are covering is the fact that when Roman Reigns beat The Undertaker, boo, and Undertaker was leaving, he has pyro, doesn't he? Undertaker does. And originally, this was meant to be Undertaker's big send-off. Meant to be. As he's walking off, the pyro goes off, and unfortunately, it accidentally set fire to the WrestleMania. It set the actual WrestleMania stage on fire, and people were having to very vacate the area very quickly to not be burned alive.
I told you. I reckon Kane had sabotaged it.
You think Kane sabotaged it? Do not I'm putting it down too?
Idiocy.
No. Undertaker was so upset to losing to Roman Reigns.
Yeah, it was just like it was like the crowd had literally just booed both of us into oblivion. So now I'm going to set myself on fire.
I'm going to set the stage on fire. Forget it. God damn it.
We all know that, having pyro can be dangerous anyway, but that's just fucking hell.
Yeah, definitely. And it's a moment that will just be, although it's not as bad as what happened during a certain Elimination Chamber match. Does anybody know about that one?
No.
I believe we have covered this once before, but I'll repeat it again. And this is Undertaker again with pyro. Undertaker makes his grand entrance, and with the Undertaker, does he have the quickest entrance?
No.
It takes him forever to get down to the ramp, and he's got to go down the ramp, up some stairs, into his pod.
It's about 5 minutes, isn't it, his whole intro?
Usually. This one suddenly happened in about 30 seconds.
By any chance did his music go...
I think that would have been absolutely hilarious if it did. It didn't. And everyone's just there thinking, ooh, Taker's got a purpose. And the commentators had to point that out. It's like, he's got a purpose here. He means business. I've never seen Taker look this angry. He wants to get in there. He wants to ravage. He wants to beat up somebody. He wants to punish. And it was like, why did he move so quickly? Until we actually had some fan footage. Now, originally, there was talk of on the stage where Taker's going to be standing and where he's walking. And he had this discussion with the Pyromaniacs, and he said to him, "It's a little bit close to me. It's going to catch me." No, you'll be fine. Nothing will go wrong, Mr. Undertaker. You can gather from what I just said, something did go wrong. Oh boy. In case you want to know what did go wrong, where Taker was standing, it was supposed meant to be a little bit too close to him, the pyro. No shit, it was a little bit too close because unfortunately, Taker was actually ended up standing on a segment where the pyro was going to be going off. And unfortunately, the pyro went off as he was standing over it. Now, bear this in mind, Taker actually had a pleather jacket in mind to wear originally. A big, massive, bulky jacket that he was going to wear for the entrance, the grand entrance. And just before he went out, in his own mind, I don't know why, he literally just goes, no, I'm going to go out in my usual jacket because as much as it's going to be heavy, it's going to look grander and everything. I'm in an Elimination Chamber match. I don't be looking knackered. I won't say, reserve my energy. And just by the simple fact of him changing his jacket, ended up saving his skin. Quite literally. Because when it went up in flames, it almost technically did actually melt the jacket, but it didn't melt it to his skin. If he was in the other jacket, it would have melted to his skin. And most likely not have come off. When it happened, Taker walked straight down the ramp, straight into the ring, and immediately as soon as he got in the pod, he is grabbing water when the camera is off him to pretty much douse himself as quickly as possible because he has third-degree burns. and then immediately after that match had finished and take a walk to the back, let's just say the Pyro guy was very lucky he wasn't in Taker's sight. Would you agree with that? All better?
Burns.
Yeah.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done. All done.
Thank you.
Shall we continue on to the non-wrestling topic?
Yes, please.
Would you care to start us off?
Yay! Now the wrestling part's finished, we are going to be talking about our non-wrestling topic, which is this week. Sweets and things that you used to have as a kid that aren't necessarily around anymore.
Or have changed in some form of way.
Yeah, so they're not around anymore.
No. Or, no, they are around, just been altered. Flavour been changed.
Yeah, exactly, so they're not the same thing anymore.
Exactly. So, would you care to demonstrate on what we are referring to?
So, when I was a kid, I lived in the countryside, and there was a shop that was about a mile away. And me and my sister used to walk to this shop after Mum giving us about £1 each. 50p a pound each, which, bearing in mind, back then got you a lot of fucking sweets.
Oh, yeah.
A lot. Oh, my God. You don't even know. No, that wasn't a Jesse James Road Dog. So, yeah, me and my sister used to walk to this shop. We used to go in, and all over the back of the wall, it was a big, long wall of tubs of sweets.
Yeah.
You don't see it very often anymore, but back then, there was loads. And also, you used to get the little drinks. So back then, a penny chew used to cost a fucking penny. A fruit salad and a blackjack used to cost 2p.
Yeah.
A penny to 2p. It went up slightly.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, sister. Fizz Fuzz Fuzzy Wuzz Rip Rap Teared Horse and Growly. I do apologise, I seem to have let rip.
Oh, you're full of hot air.
Woo!
Anyway.
Spicy!
Anyway, the point being is we're going to be covering when chocolates and everything used to be a lot cheaper and used to be...
Ones are our favourites.
Yeah.
Our favourites. So I'll go into it. I'll start straight off the bat. Is that bubblegum Panda Pop.
Oh.
I remember they used to be 10p a bottle.
Yeah.
10p a bottle. And yeah, they were probably about the size of your hand, if that. And they were only small, but I tell you what, that bubblegum deliciousness, oh, baby.
We're on to a winner.
We were on to a winner. Panda.
Winner.
But they were the early flavours that they did back then. You had Panda Cola.
Yes.
Panda Lemonade.
Yes.
Panda Limeade.
Yes.
Panda Cherryade.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure Panda Orangeade.
Yes.
So I think that covers all the flavours. I'm pretty sure it does anyway. If it doesn't, then, tough. But I can't remember everything. I'm not like Matt the Google machine.
Memory only goes so far.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, mine only just goes to the edge of my nose.
Pretty long though, still.
Oi!
I just had to do it for you just this once.
Shut the fuck up, you.
And that's
I swear to God, I get caught in your room again, and you slit your fucking throat!
Gotta love it. Anyway, I remember when you used to go in there and you used to go in for a Fredo.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, mama.
A Fredo's still good to this day. The only downside...
yes. The only downside is, how much does it cost now, Mr. Burns?
I think it's near enough about 50p to £1 almost.
50p to a fucking pound for a fuck-arsing Fredo?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What planet have I fallen in? Oh my God. I must have fell off the deep end here because it don't make sense.
That's what I mean.
I mean, yeah, okay, I get the fact that the government put a sugar tax on it because of a bunch of greasy pigs.
It's not. I apologise. 25p.
Is it 25p? 25p? That's about...
And here's the even shocker thing. There's even been talk of it being reduced again.
Oh, fucking hell.
To 10p.
Yeah, that's like late 90s price, that is.
Possibly.
Anyway.
And don't make it even more insulting. That you got people online. Hang on. This is how bad it is. You can go into a shop to buy a Fredo, and they try and charge about 25p to 10p to whatever p, and it's not 5p. You can actually go onto, I believe, Amazon, who are selling a pack of 60 for £16.99. Essentially, 28p a bar. What the hell?
Yeah, you have to do your math, otherwise you get scammed.
That's what I mean. It's like, what the hell?
You have to do it, otherwise you get scammed. Well, all I'm going to say is that back in our day, I say our day.
Our day.
Back in our day.
Yeah.
When Freddos and Taz bars used to cost 5 pence.
5 pence.
5 pence, you put them in a bag like and
5p.
have a quick munch. Geez, I mean, like 5p. And now you're looking at, what is it, 5 times the price?
About 5 to 6 times the price.
Exactly. And I look at it now and I'm like, it's a fucking Freddo bar. It's like a curly whirly. They've lost half the size and it costs twice as much.
Then you got the Chomp.
Chomp bars, they always used to be 10p when I was a kid, but then he went up to 20 pence in the late 90s, I think.
Or the infamous fudge.
Oh, fudgy, baby. I love fudgy. Oh,
baby.
Oh, sassy.
Have mercy. And do you know one bar I haven't seen in a while, but I only see the wafer version, which I find really annoying?
Go on.
Timeout.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen the Timeout bar for quite a while. And last time I had one, it was a miniature.
Yeah.
I think that was it. I think that was in one of them, is it celebration boxes?
Potentially, yeah. Or even, I don't even think it's even in that anymore.
No, it's not. It's not in them anymore.
But that's what I mean. It's like, what's going on?
I know. Back in the day, again, another one. Cadbury's, you ought to hang your heads in shame for this one. Spirers.
Spirers.
You used to be able to drink your tea through them and then eat them. And now, all you've got is a twirl. What the fuck can you do with a twirl? Nothing. I want my Spirers back. I signed a petition about 3 years ago to get Spirers back on Facebook, and it still hasn't come back.
Wow.
And yet they're bringing out new stuff like orange fucking flavoured crap and bleh.
I remember they used to have one called Fuse.
Yeah, Fuse as well, yeah. Fucking hellfire.
That's an old one.
I mean, like, it's just... You used to go into these sweet shops, and now it's like you go into the sweet shops. You've got a really, really nice sweet shop where we are. It's called Peggy Ann's. Beautiful sweets in there, and they even give out the American sweets in there, like the current ones that are on the market. Even the pops that you can get in America that you can't get over here. But they cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to try a Baby Ruth.
Wow.
Always wanted to try one. And I went into Peggy Ann's and I saw them on the shelf and I went, oh man, it just reminds me of Sloth out the Goonies. I was like, I just really want to buy one. So I can sit my daughter down and just go, Baby Ruth. And then she goes, I took it to her head. So she goes,
You're going to be really, really freaked out now because I have just remembered 2 bars off the top of my head, and I'm trying to think when was the last time I've had one.
Since your diabetes, never.
Because here's one bar that I'm sure that will probably catch you off guard.
Go on.
Cadbury's Dream.
Oh my God. Bloody hell. Wow. When was the last time I had a Cadbury's Dream?
Yeah.
You've stumped me. I'm genuinely stumped. I haven't got a clue.
But they might have been coming back, I believe, in B&M stores potentially, but I've not had one. I've not seen one.
Yeah, but we all also know that B&M always tend to sell off chocolate that's been in stock for about 20 odd years.
True. I'll never forget the Cadbury's, and this was a limited edition, and it was called the Flake Snow.
Flake Snow. I don't remember that one.
It was also...
yes,
but
I
it's
do.
also known as the Cadbury Snowflake.
I wonder where we've heard of a few of them before.
Which was the where it was regular chocolate on the outside, but you had the white chocolate on the inside.
Yeah. Another one that's just sprung to mind. Now this one really will throw you.
Go on.
Vice Versas.
Wow.
My God, everybody was partial to a bag of Vice Versas.
Vice Versas.
Oh, no way. And then you've got... I remember when they first came out in the UK, Reasons.
No, I think they're still around, aren't they?
Oh, no, they're still around, but they're not... They don't sell them like they used to.
No,
used to get like a...
Big bag.
For about 75p, 50p to 75p, you used to get a massive bag of Reasons. And I'm not kidding you, your jaw, by the end of eating half the bag, used to feel like it was ready to drop off.
Yeah. Wow. We are talking some real good chocolates here, aren't we?
Yeah, but then obviously we go back to the sweets territory, and one that you mentioned before we came on air.
Yeah.
Was the Gobstoppers.
Oh, no. You said Gobstopper. I actually was on about the thingy. The step up from the Gobstopper.
You mean the Jawbreaker?
The Jawbreaker.
Well, the Jawbreaker, I don't know. I don't think you can get them anymore, can you?
I don't think you can. The ones where you literally you're almost having to break your damn jaw just trying to eat it.
Because it used to be absolutely massive. The gobstoppers were the smaller ones, weren't they? They were just like
The gobstoppers with the small ones, and you can have them flaming ones as well.
Yeah. Oh God, they were vile. They were vile. They were, but I still had them because I was a pig. So it's not like my teeth are fucked. But yeah, so the jawbreaker was absolutely massive, and honestly, it would take you months to even get close to the centre, and even then, when you got to the centre, you'd still got to have the other half.
Yeah, that's about right.
Because you could never ever suck on both halves.
Unless
giggity.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying any more. But anyway.
Oh, there. I got a jailbreaker for you.
Back to chocolates. And this one I can't believe has actually just escaped me. Mars planets?
Fucking hell, yeah. They stopped going ages ago, didn't they?
The crunchy, crispy, chewy?
Yeah, they were actually quite nice.
Yeah.
I think the last time I saw a bag of them was about 10, 15 years ago.
That's what I mean. It's just, what happened?
I don't know, but do you also remember as well when the milkman used... Because obviously I was brought up in the countryside, and the difference is
You're
between
beating me to it.
The difference between the countryside and town living is the countryside, you had no local shops.
Yeah.
So if you were going to go to a shop, obviously, you had to walk about a mile.
Yeah.
Just to go to the shop.
Yep.
And then back. So you're talking a 2-mile round trip.
Yep.
Now, we had the milkman deliver our milk to the doorstep. But not only did he deliver that, he also delivered the pop. The limeades, the cherryades, the lemonades.
Their version of a Coke or cola.
Yeah, but what was it called? The brand of it, I can't remember.
I can't remember the brand myself. It was I just remember. They also did their own brand of milkshakes as well, didn't they?
Oh God, yeah. See, we didn't just have that in the countryside. We also had a van that came every now and then, which actually did sweets and veg and everything. The fruit and veg man, we called him, obviously, for obvious reasons. We used to, in the morning, he used to turn up just before the coach would pick us up to take us to school.
Yep.
And, oh my God, you could buy anything. You go out with your pocket money, whether it be 30p, 20p, or 50p, depends how generous your mother was feeling at the time, which my mum was more than generous, to be fair, considering we didn't have a lot. So, we used to go into the back of the fruit and veg man's van. That sounds proper dodgy, that does, now I said it out loud.
Yeah, I was just about to say, did he offer you some sweets to go into his van?
No, mother, not today. I knew my mum always wanted to get rid of me when I was a kid, but fucking hell, mum. What the fuck?
He's now just suddenly looking back at it, thinking to himself, what have I just got myself into?
Yeah, what the fuck? I was purely innocent back then as well. Evil woman. Blast you! Damn you, vile woman! Blast you off to Hades.
Oh, but yeah, even more chocolates. Mars Delight.
I wasn't really a fan of them.
Now, I wasn't the biggest fan of them, but I just remember them. But for me, here's one that I don't know why I enjoyed them so much. You remember the Cadbury's Caramel?
Yeah.
Did you know they had ones with nuts involved?
Giggity.
And do you know what it was called?
Oh my God.
Cadbury's Nuts About Caramel. And
Wow.
that's no longer ongoing.
Wow. I mean, they've still got loads of sweets and everything that is, are still going to this day, like your cola bottles and, your dolphins and, your space discs and
Is Penguin still going?
penguins are still going, yeah. You can actually
say.
get a massive pack for about £2 or £3 from Tesco.
Oh, I just remembered one. You remember the Whisper?
Oh, Whisper Gold.
Wait, Whisper Gold.
Oh.
That's still going.
Oh, baby.
The Whisper's still going. But do you ever remember the Mint Whisper?
Yes, I was just about to say there was a third one.
The Mint Whisper's no longer anymore.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I wasn't really a fan because you had Aero Mints. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Mint Whisper was mint. Sorry for the bad pun.
Wow. Just fucking wow.
I'll take myself out.
Yeah, please do. And make sure that you let the door hit in the arse on the way out.
Ah, good lord.
Sweet Jesus.
As soon as I said it was just... I'll see myself out.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got loads of sweet... I could probably just keep reeling them off. You got Humbugs, which is still going.
Oh, no.
Licorice, Pear Drops.
You're not going to believe this.
Go on.
I've just had someone message me.
Go on.
A chocolate bar.
Go on.
And this is what makes me laugh. And they might be showing their age. Possibly. But a chocolate bar that used to be called Banjo.
Banjo.
Peanut flavoured.
Banjo.
Banjo chocolate.
Hang on a minute. Banjo chocolate. I'm going to have to look this up now because as soon as I see a picture of it, I'll probably remember.
Go for it. I'm trying to picture it myself.
Chocolate bar.
I'm having to look this up.
Why does that come up in my... What? I didn't even type that in.
Why? Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have just come across something that I find rather hilarious. Now,
Is this going to be something that we're going to be able to air?
It is, yes. It's on Amazon at the moment. And it's not just the...
really?
Yeah, it's not. It's
no, I'm just saying this. Really?
Have you seen it? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to say this to you now, that I have just come across a chocolate bar. It says novelty bar, but we all know that the dirty bastard that's made it is a proper sex fiend.
It is done by Cheeky Chocks.
So, I know... Oh, I think somebody bought me something like that for Valentine's Day off Cheeky Chocks. I do believe.
Wow.
Oh, Banjo. There it is. Yeah, I remember the Banjo bar. Peanut Banjo. Yeah. Wow. That is fucking old. Who sent you that?
Someone literally just sent it me just a second. They just sent it in anonymously. Probably didn't want to share their age.
Yeah, that's it.
And
now there's just a couple more that have just sprung to mind. But anyway, we're going back to what I was talking about. I typed in Banjo chocolate bar.
Yeah, I
it's
know
not exactly. What's just popped up is not a Banjo chocolate bar. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever wondered what chocolate would taste like sexual heaven. Now, there would be a chocolate bar called Minge. Yes, there is a chocolate bar, which, although its novelty is still hilarious, called Minge. And then we have another chocolate bar, and it is actually called Cunty.
What?
So you've got Cunty and Minge.
Wow.
Oh my God. And then I scrolled up. I know it's a real chocolate bar because it's, I think it's American, but as soon as I just read Minge and Cunty, I come across a Butterfinger.
Butterfinger is actually a proper one.
I just said that.
No. And to make it even more funny,
Oh my God.
who used to advertise it?
Oh my God.
Do you know who used to be the actual sole advertiser, the biggest adverts for Butterfinger?
I don't know, but I still find it hilarious that you got Butterfinger straight after Minge and Cunty. How did you not laugh at that, you fucking imbecile?
I'm finding it funny because what makes it even worse is the fact that the mascot for the Butterfinger for many years was Bart Simpson.
Oh my God. Oh, you know, it's just crazy. It is, it's crazy. Oh
How did
God.
we just go from there?
Oh, honestly, I have no idea. Oh my God.
Go on.
Guess what?
What?
Another one that we haven't had in years.
Go on.
Cadbury's Fuse Bar.
I mentioned Fuse, but we didn't actually talk about it.
Oh, did you? Sorry.
No, I mentioned it, but no, I'm glad you brought it up. The Fuse bar was absolutely amazing.
Yeah. And then there was another bar as well called The Secret.
Nestle's Secret.
You have to excuse me. I've got a bit of a
secret?
a secret in my throat. No.
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 Then we
Anyway.
got the Texan.
The Texan.
Tofu.
Tofu.
Bloody Nori. Tofu.
Wow. I remember there used to be a chocolate called the Carabana.
Yeah. And then you've got this one that really will strike it with the older generation, because obviously it was probably way back in the 70s. A Rumba bar. A Rumba.
Wow.
Oh, do you remember the Kit Kat Caramax?
The Kit Kat Caramax.
Fucking hell.
I remember Cadbury's Marble.
Yep. I actually quite like them.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1 bars.
Yeah, I remember
Never
that.
heard of them before. I had never heard of them before.
The Echo.
Oh, God. It's just so many that we look back and I can't really say it's making me hungry because I've eaten my way through the contents of a certain Easter basket. And my table now looks like a bin.
I remember the flights. A flight.
Oh, a flight bar. Bloody hell, yeah. Is this not making you hungry?
What, me?
Yeah.
Bear this in mind, I've had to give these up.
Exactly. So is it not making you delicious? Think, oh, that's so delicious. It's not making you delicious, it's making you think that it's delicious. You know what I meant.
I know exactly what you meant, and it's hurting.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Well, yeah, there are so many chocolate bars, and bear this in mind that even some of them are still around today, but under new names.
Yeah, like Starburst,
That used to be known as
Opal Fruits.
Opal Fruits. But yeah, I think that's going to be about as far as we're going to get on with this episode, as it has actually been longer than usual.
Yeah, all because you kept talking bollocks.
But then we had plenty of chocolate bars to talk about.
Yeah, well, it kind of evened it out then, didn't it, really?
That's fine. But on top of that, there's another reason why we've made this one an extra long one.
Yeah, because it's a special day today. It's
It's a special day. And the other reason being is next week's episode.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we could do next week's episode, but then we are then hitting on WrestleMania in a way that it's just going to be a little bit difficult to be done, because next week, if we're doing it, we're going to be in the middle of WrestleMania.
Yeah, I was just about to say, and we wouldn't really... It wouldn't feel right, because it's a 2-day event now. So we're looking at the first half of WrestleMania, and we're doing a show midway. So we thought that it makes sense.
Makes sense.
To make sense that we would either... No. So we would either... Well, we put it to the listeners, actually. Shall we do a show midway through WrestleMania, which is going to be really difficult because obviously I've got work commitments as well? Or shall we just try and do one in the week?
Do you know what I'm going to say? Let's do one on Monday.
Well, that would also be down to work restraints, but we'll see about Monday.
Potentially, we can attempt Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday, okay?
Well, we'll announce it anyway on Facebook, or
yeah. What we'll do,
we'll announce it on social media.
Actually, you know what? I'll do one better. We'll have the episode out for Tuesday, the following Tuesday.
Yeah.
And my colleague will understand why I've just said that after we got off the air.
Because doesn't it feel like a Tuesday?
Doesn't it feel like a Tuesday?
What does a Tuesday feel like? I don't know. You just grab around the air and feel what a Tuesday feels like.
A Tuesday.
Oh, silly me.
Oh, we could always do a Why Wednesday.
Ooh. Interesting. Well, mind you, no, that would fall in trap with... Oh, no, actually, no, it wouldn't.
You see what I just done there, don't you?
Yeah, okay, let's go for Why Wednesday.
Why Wednesday?
So we will remind everybody on social media, but it will be Why Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. There will be a reminder on next week's Sunday, next week, that we are not doing it live. We will be doing it on Why Wednesday.
Yep.
Or, and all will be revealed on that day.
All will be revealed.
But for now...
I think for now we've covered all ground, we've covered all bases, we've had a bit of a tickle, I've trumped. You've not this week, I don't know why, but, you must be holding it in because you're dying.
Although certain bikes have been in the vicinity.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, all I'll just say is if you want to know who we're in support of, check out our links page and everything. We always recommend you check out local wrestling promotions, especially their social media. And if you can't find any local wrestling promotions, check out on Babyface Wrestling app, where they'll be able to highlight all your local wrestling promotions and be able to follow some wrestlers and promotions as well. We, of course, also recommend you check out the Burning Truth website, which is www.theburningtruthuk.com, where you can potentially go on there, do plenty on there. And I mean plenty. You can listen to the episodes, listen to interviews, listen to past interviews, listen to past reviews, check out certain blogs, and of course check out the links page. And of course, if you want to support us, what page can they go on to?
If you want to support us, you can go onto the Burning Truth website and you can buy our merch.
Buy our merch.
Buy our merch, you mofos.
In other words, the merchandise page, where there is some new T-shirts coming out on there shortly soon, and probably some more slogans. Who knows? We keep coming up with them.
Shortly soon on the slogans.
Shortly soon.
Shortly soon on the slogans. So not shortly soon on the slogans. Oh my God.
#Culturemania.
Yep, I'm not being funny but I almost lost my cool there.
You pretty much already have.
Okay.
We haven't even got to your favourite bit yet.
Oh, I know. I know where this is going.
But anyway, we of course are on social media. But before we get to there, the links page, just point out, all links that are on our links page we cannot be held responsible for, as we do not have any control over external links, and we cannot be held responsible as we have no control over them.
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
Right. On top of that, and we also do regularly update our links page from time to time as well, just to point that out. We, of course, are on social media, be it on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. And, of course, if you want to listen to any past episodes, we are on Spreaker, the website, Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, Amazon Music, and Google. Google Podcasts, and many other external sources, including iHeartRadio.
Oh, interesting. I wonder what iHeartRadio heard and liked.
Probably when I make mistakes over what you keep reminding me of.
Oh.
Probably. But who knows? But anyway, that's going to be wrap up on the plugs. And of course, we've also got our mental health message, which is always to be. It is okay to be not okay, and asking for help is never weakness. And in doing so, you can find out that there's more care for you out there than you can ever know. Never compare your behind the scenes to other people's greatest hits, quoted from Tom Campbell, who was part of Cultaholic and many other news radio stations.
Yes.
We, of course, also state, make yourself a priority once in a while. It's not selfish, it's necessary.
It certainly is.
And if there's anything that you could be in this world right now, especially now more than ever, be what?
Be more kind.
My friend. Genuinely. And I've got to practice for this one. And what is the number one rule of Progress Wrestling and the Burning Truth?
The number one rule would be, Matt Burns, that life throws many curveballs, but in doing so, don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be
And
a
of
dick.
course, while you're not being a dick, and probably, being sad on people, not being sad on people, don't be sad.
Yeah, like you're sad on me.
I'm not sad on you. And
You're
if you
always
are
sad
being
on
sad
me.
on, if you are being sad on people, get in the bin, you bag of dicks.
Yeah, get in the bin with your bag of dicks, more like.
Pretty much. And of course, more importantly, to quote the Wild Stallions and their colleagues, be excellent to each other.
Bill and Ted.
And of course, genuinely, thank you very much for listening in. We hope you all stay well and stay safe. And hopefully until the next episode of The Burning Truth or the next TBT interview, which will be getting revealed on social media soon.
Yes, revealed.
Quite exciting. Of course. We, of course, always recommend you check out your local wrestling promotions, be it through their social media. And we also always recommend you to reach out to that family, that friend, that colleague, that person you haven't spoken to in a long, long while, because that one little bit of contact, either be a phone call, text message, writing, whatever, telegram, carrier pigeon, whatever, could end up actually helping make a difference.
Carrier pigeon.
I thought I'd just throw that in there.
Yeah, I was just about to say, don't throw the pigeon in though.
No, and just make sure that Dastly and Motley aren't there either, because they'll be trying to catch it. Right, but anyway, point being is, I've been Matt Burns.
I've been Elmo.
Where have you been, Elmo?
Elmo had samples today.
Ah, so you've been having your eggs again.
Yeah, love
Good lad.
eggs.
I'm sure you do. But
Anyway, I've been James Irvine. It has been a pleasure.
it has been The Burning Truth, and of course, it has been emotional. And until next time, stay well, stay safe, and catch you later.
Bye-bye.